All right, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Said Connects. This is your host Danny, and I'm here with B. What's up, B?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Everything's good, you know. Mhm.
All right, all right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Said Connects, Cannabis Entrepreneurial Dialogues. Our mission is to create safe spaces for people of color, brands of color, and minorities in the cannabis industry to be able to educate and empower our communities through sharing stories and experiences and really representation within the space. Um, and so I'm excited to have another episode here in the beautiful city of Boyle Heights, as you guys can see in the background again. We're back at Hierba Dispensary here in Boyle Heights. If you haven't been here, you guys need to come check out this space. It's an amazing space, as we always touch on it. We have a special episode today that we're highlighting another Latino that's in the cannabis space, and I'm excited to be able to share his story along with all the work that's being done. And we've met a while back. I want to say now it's been over a little over a year now, and since then the work that's been being done, the work that he continues to keep doing, striving for, and all the goals that I know the last time we spoke, he continues to meet and make and continues to make more goals. It is inspiring to me, and I know that will also inspire you, the viewers. So for this content, make sure to follow us on YouTube at Said Connects, CED Connects, and also follow us on Instagram at CED_connects. But now that we got that down, B, do we got any announcements to make?
That's right. Every Sunday,
Yep,
we got
Sunday,
a
Sunday.
Sunday.
we got Munchie's Block Party. So every Sunday, you can find Munchie's Block Party right on the right next to
It's around
Puff
the way from
LA.
Puff LA here in Boyle Heights. It's definitely around the way from Puff LA, 12 to 7. Um, if you didn't come to the last one, it was a fun event. There was a bunch of brands here. I know there was Umo. I saw there was Stizzy was there. Who else was there? Who can you think? Clad
Jeter.
9, I think, was also there.
Yeah,
Jeter.
Jeter. Yeah,
Jeter was there.
Canna was there.
Canna was there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, the edibles, huh? That's right. I was like, Canna.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
they were
So
there.
not
That's
only
right.
food, you got some vendors, you got some beverages. So definitely a good thing to do on Sundays.
And they had this one, the TJ style tacos. Those guys were amazing. They have that. It's food and a show. It's like your own version of Benihana's in a way, right?
Yeah. So
Because
you
they get the salsa and they like whop, 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 in the midair and they just catch them like 1, 2.
Yeah, so if you want to come down, it's 1908 East Cesar Chavez Avenue, LACA 90033.
Every Sunday,
First.
Sunday's
Every
first
first.
Sunday of the month. Sunday, Sunday.
Yeah.
we,
Don't miss it.
but again, with that, uh, we'll touch on that again, and I'm sure we'll have our guest there soon.
That's
Maybe
right.
not the next one, but I'm sure he'll make his presence known.
Yeah, I was jelly. I was jelly I didn't get to go to it because I saw a lot of good things, but I'm hoping we're in the next couple. So
Without further ado, want to be able to present Chef Mike Moya from Dulce.
thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
here.
I'm excited to have you, man. Like I said at the top, like when we first talked, you had a lot of goals in place and a lot of those goals you've met. And I'm just excited to hear more about what you got going on. But before we even get there, I want to know a little bit more about you, your upbringing, where are you from, and what was the message behind cannabis growing up in your household?
Oh man. Well, I'm a first generation Mexican American, so I grew up in Juarez, Chihuahua, in Mexico, right across the border from El Paso, Texas. So
Okay.
I'm a border kid, true in and out.
And
Uh,
what was that like?
I mean, it's
Like when did you come to the States?
I mean, you pretty much live like a double life. You know, you you go to school in the U.S., you live in Mexico, or you work, you go to the U.S. to do your school during the
Uh huh.
week, and then on the weekend you go to Mexico to visit family, and
Yeah.
it's just a way of life out there.
Nice.
But
It,
definitely, cannabis was seen for the cholos, for the gangsters,
right. So
uh,
heavily
oh,
stigmatized.
very heavy. At
Yeah.
least growing up, yes.
Even in your family as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think when we were younger, every like little cannabis was only for thugs. That
Gotcha.
like that was it.
Okay.
You smoke weed, you're a thug. That was the label.
Gotcha. Okay. And so you have this chef label as well. What talk to me and I know I did a little research on you. I know that your family is a lot of historical chefs, right?
Hmm.
Mom had food trucks. Talk to me about that, like that experience growing up with food trucks and all that.
Yeah, I think that's what makes me the entrepreneur I am today. Seeing my mom just see she thinks of a business and she goes after it, and if it didn't really work out, she'd move on to the next and wouldn't really think of the past. Just looking for a better opportunity for the family and for herself. So yeah, that's pretty much, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Any siblings?
Two younger sisters, an older brother.
Are you the only chef in the family besides mom?
No, actually, chefs. Like you were saying, a lot of the family members. My cousin is currently finishing culinary school.
Okay.
My other chef cousin, she's one of the main leads at a high restaurant in Austin, Texas.
Oh,
My uncle
nice.
owns multiple restaurants. My brother and I worked side by side in multiple kitchens before
Okay.
turning into Dulce. So I mean, I consider myself like a kitchen baby. Like I grew up in big factories thanks to my uncle, and I learned how to work hard from a very young age. And once I got to high school, I got opportunity to be working culinary as well. Like have time to go to school, half time I would go to culinary institute in high school.
Okay.
So I did that for 2 years. I won. I was like top five in the nation as a culinary student, as in a chef competition.
So there's even competitions like throughout high school and all
Oh
that.
yeah, there's like top chef type
Oh,
competitions.
dang.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
awesome. I got to win, the local, the state, the region, all the way to nationals in Nashville, Tennessee. It was a great experience, and getting a chance to be at those top teams just really solidified my culinary career. That's what I wanted to pursue, and
Nice.
I was able to get a scholarship to a Division II football
Oh, so you also
school.
play sports?
Yeah, I'm a student athlete. Like I
Oh,
was always a
wow.
student athlete. Cannabis was never in, like in the play. I was
Right.
just always, obviously drinking because as a Mexicano, that's the thing. That's the thing we do. So
Yeah.
very early drinker, I would say. Uh, but yeah, everyone in the family is a chef.
Okay. And so you mentioned the scholarship to through football. Where exactly did you go to school, and what was that experience like?
I mean, I went all the way across the country by myself at 17, 18. I had some issues in Texas that made me have to pretty much take a different road. I
Hmm.
lost a lot of Division I scholarships, but a smaller school from Southwest Minnesota State,
Minnesota.
Minnesota, they offered me a football scholarship, and that school also had a culinary program, which was very unique at a university.
Right.
So I
And
took
did
that.
you know that prior to like when they recruited you and all that? Like, did you know that they had
Oh yeah, I
college?
mean
Yeah.
that's how they got me, right? They're like, "Well, you can play football and do a culinary degree," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Wait, the
What?
the the options to be a chef is literally culinary school or not, or go
Right.
straight into the
Hmm.
work." So
Yeah.
for me to be able to go into a brand new facility that's being sponsored by a big company and have everything to my everything available to me just made it very easy for the growth and for learning, and obviously getting a chance to play football was the dream come true, right?
Yeah. No, for sure.
Get out of the hood, get out of El
Yeah.
Paso,
Yeah.
go to university
What
and play
was the
football.
culture shock like going from being a border child, right? Like living on the border, and then going to and I'm sure like climate, environment, everything, and then you go to Minnesota where it's fucking cold. What was that culture shock like for you?
I mean, the culture shock is definitely it's major, right? Because it's people, it's temperatures, it's
Food.
a food, correct. But I was lucky to be in a very cultural small town.
Yeah,
That university I went to was the most diverse university in the country at that time because of the culinary program, the hospitality program. So I have friends from Nepal, Europe, Russia, from all over the place because that's just the type of person I am. Like I, I just get along with everybody.
yeah,
So it was a great experience.
yeah. I mean that in itself is crazy, and I remember um when I was in college, I went to an art school, and at that art school, they had a culinary department, and those were the kids that you needed to make friends with because obviously they're making food all day,
Yep.
and that food got to go somewhere, and if they're not hungry, they're gonna just pass it out to someone else to here, try this dish, try that, and so I was like, yes, where are my culinary buddies so I
Yep.
can go and try their food?
It was a great time. It was a great
Yeah.
time. It really
So
was.
so then what was your goal like? What was your goal then? Like was it to open up a like follow like the family steps and like open up a restaurant? Where does cannabis come into all of this?
So cannabis came into my life my freshman my freshman year of college pretty much. That's kind of when I started to consume for, pain, for recreation, for I mean, I just learned a lot more with cannabis than the drinking, and slowly the drinking just started to fade away,
Yeah.
and cannabis just made me more aware of my situation and what I needed to do and focus a little bit more and just have a better lifestyle. So
And I'm sure with, since you were an athlete, you deal with pain, right? I'm assuming you wanted to stay away from like the pills and all that.
yeah, pills have never been part of my curriculum. I've never really for pain for dealing with pain. That's never been my thing. So obviously cannabis really helped out a lot. Even till now, played almost 14, 15 years of football back to back every year, summer training, nonstop. So even now that I'm like 3, 4 years out of football, I'm still have the same aches. So,
Yeah.
you know, uh,
Yeah, shit doesn't go away, huh?
cannabis definitely
No.
is helping, fix that little by little and
Yeah.
manage the pain.
Okay. So from Minnesota, where did you end up then? When did you get to California or to San Diego? Right, was your first stop?
Yeah, well, after college, I went back home to just check on the family, make sure everyone is, doing better. And I stayed there for about 2.5 years. I became executive chef at a restaurant called Basico Bistro and Cafe. Big shout out to them. They're still in business and doing
Oh,
great.
nice. Shout out to y'all.
Um, I was there for executive chef for about 2 years, and then I got the opportunity to do this whole cannabis movement. Uh, it started with a good friend that I would get my cannabis from, and he just gave me the opportunity to do the butter.
Oh,
And
okay.
I had a friend that had just came from California, and he just threw a CD at me, a DVD back then. Right? Oh,
Yeah,
remember,
yeah, yeah.
remember
I
DVDs?
remember
If
DVDs.
people don't know what DVDs are, no, I'm just
I
kidding.
yeah, I remember that.
So he just threw this DVD, and he's like, "Hey, you're a chef, right?" And he just threw that DVD at me, and I was like, "Yeah." And it was a very cheesy video of this old lady explaining up things about cannabis. And
Hmm.
one of those extractions was what I do now, which is our coconut oil right here, right? Our extraction. This is what our company's built out of. Like this is what we do it for.
Okay.
We don't just do edibles because it's fun and it's marketable and people need it. We do it because of the extraction. The extraction is what sets us apart. The extraction is what got me where I am today. You
Yeah.
know, uh, so after a couple years in El Paso, I decided to make a move with my best friend to California, San Diego,
Yeah.
and times got tough, but I got back into the kitchen at Catania. Another big shout out to Catania in La Jolla, one of the best restaurants I've ever worked at, and that really sharpened all my tools to take the next step. Throughout that whole time, I was working on my extraction and my edibles and how to dose. And back then, no one's testing and
Right.
everyone's claiming 5,000 milligrams and all this. And I'm just a regular chef working paycheck to paycheck, uh, working on my craft and just learning and investing.
Tell us about the hours that you put into that, because I
Oh
can't
my God.
imagine being working in the kitchen and then going back home and then working on your craft.
Yeah, so we're talking like 5:30 to 3 o'clock. Uh, really hard prep days at a fine dining restaurant, and then
Yeah.
go to the gym, go get my personal stuff done, and then put a couple 3, 4, 5 hours of edibles and the extraction, stinking up a whole apartment complexes, whole blocks. I was just determined, I had found a way to make it an extraction with people's waste. That's how I saw it.
Mm.
Oh,
That's how I saw
okay.
it. As a chef, I was like, well, how do I get trim? And I got hustled so many times when I first got to San Diego by a pregnant lady, by this, by that. Just people hustling me because I didn't know better, right?
Right, right.
I'm over here like, oh, I need this and that, and I would get hustled every time. I was like, man, this is crazy. So I reached out to some friends, and some friends has some farms in Chico, California, and I had to fucking make it happen. So I sacrificed a little bit, and I made the trips, and I learned the ways, and kept extracting and kept learning. And I would put the few dollars that I had left into lawyers and testing what I didn't even know anything about, and I would just spend money and money on testing that I didn't even know what I was looking for. Until the ladies
Ah.
were testing, they're like, "Yo, what are you
Mm.
testing? What are you testing for? What are you trying to do?"
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I was just like, "I just want to know the truth of what we're making and what we're giving people, because I don't think anyone is being truthful when it comes to edibles."
Right.
Mm.
And little by little, just kept working on my craft and working with bigger brands and white labeling for other people.
Yeah, and
And
we'll get to that, man. But okay, so we got through the extraction. So we figured out extraction. We figured out the formulas on being able to create the coconut oil.
Mhm.
Share with us then the genesis of the brand Dulce, and how did Dulce come about or come to be? How do we get the branding of Abuelita approved? Because I
Well,
mean,
Abuelita approved. That's everything, right? Like that's our slogan, and people always laugh and they always ask, but that's why we put it there, because there's a story behind who we are. There's a story behind our extraction. There's a story behind our dosing. There's a story behind our logo. There's
yeah,
like we come from the streets. I am the streets. When it comes to edibles, like I'm not shy to say it. I don't come from money. I come from hard work and dedication and making things happen with good connections and good friendships. So
yeah. So share with us that story. Like share with us the story. Like give us that story of Abuelita approved. Like is that like did you make an edible? Did you make your first recipe? And was that
yeah,
offered
yeah,
to your
yeah,
family?
yeah. So pretty much after I learned how to make the extraction, we made some brownies and those did really well. But I made some cookie. I started to get a little bit more creative and made some polvorones, which were very traditional Mexican cookies. And I took those, I crossed them over to Mexico, and
Which you shouldn't do.
which you shouldn't do,
But
but it's medicine. It's medicine
Like,
for
oh.
my abuela, and my abuela has polio. So my grandma has had polio, got polio the year before the vaccinated got created. Yeah, or
mm,
maybe even months, like some crazy stat. But
yeah,
she's always been in a wheelchair. She's always, struggled. And
right.
um, once I took the cookies, I explained to her and her sister, who's a nun, mi tia Marta,
Oh wow.
and that whole
Wow.
family pretty much was there. And I was explaining, like, hey guys, like I'm leaving the states, I'm going to California, there's an opportunity, I'm gonna make these edibles. Como es mota, and you're a drug dealer and this and that. And they I had to explain a little bit more what the
Sure.
mission was. But then they wanted to try the cookies, so even them knowing there's marijuana in it. So my grandma and my aunt split split a cookie half and half.
And at that time, did you know how much it was
No, no,
dosed?
no, not at
Okay,
all, not
Wow.
at all.
gotcha.
Okay.
But they were small, so I mean, yeah, this is the beginning stages of
Sure,
everything,
right, right,
right?
right, right, right.
So they eat half a cookie each. The other cookie gets split like 3/4 my mom and another quarter my sister. And then we went out to eat Chinese buffet, right? Because that's our
Okay,
thing. That's our thing.
yeah.
So we go
Ain't
out
nothing
there.
wrong with those Chinese
They start.
buffets.
Everyone starts eating. Everyone starts having a good time. I'm sitting next to my grandma. She's in a wheelchair. She's just talking and having a good time, and my mom's almost crying. I can see her in the corner. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I haven't seen them in this mood in years. Like, they don't even like going out. Like, what's going on?
Mm.
My grandma starts talking to me. She's like, hey, Miko, I feel too good. And I was like, oh, it's the weed, it's helping you. And she's like, no, I feel too good. This isn't gonna last forever, is it? And I was like, Grandma, if this lasts forever, then we're gonna be millionaires. So I hope it does.
Right?
So
Yeah.
so that's the whole abuelita approved, like me seeing what it did to them and the effect that something I created did, like visual. I was sold. I was like,
That's it.
that was the
That
last
was
thing.
the
That was like, okay, I'm out of here.
yeah.
Whatever happens in California happens in California. And that's
Nice.
how we got the abuelita approved. I
Nice.
think that came before anything else.
And as it should, right?
The name Dulce came because, I mean, we're Latinos. We want to show, we want to know, we want to be able to relate to all Latinos, not just Mexicans, but Hispanics, Latinos all over the
Yeah.
world. So Dulce obviously means sweet or candy,
Right.
and I threw the Z in there because I wanted a flair.
Yeah.
I wanted some flair in the name. But legality wise, if I didn't make that change from the get go, it would be done. I wouldn't be able to use Dulce.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's how we got the name, and then the skull just became, I don't know, like the identity of Mexico. Like Latino, like
And what
who we
about
are.
the and I know the flavors also are reminiscent. Like, which one was the first flavor that you came out with? Because you have four right now, right?
Yep, yep.
And share with us the four that you have.
So we have horchata, piña colada, margarita, and chili watermelon. They all have different coatings. So I'd like to say we are the only gummy in the market that has a different coating besides just sugar or citric acid or nothing. Each flavor has a specific coating to really match the flavor profiles and give you a different experience. So cinnamon, real coconut shavings, salt and
Oh
agave
wow.
and tequila essence.
Yeah.
The chili powder is a chili called chile sandia from Mexico, very exclusive. No one's going to be able to get their hands on it. So a lot of the ingredients are imported from Mexico: the gelatin, the coconut, the salt, the cinnamon, some of the flavors, because I want to be able to help that community in the best
Mm.
way I can, and I want to be able to keep my flavors unique, and people are going to want to copy, but they're never going to get the flavor profile,
Right.
especially because nobody uses coconut oil extraction. Everyone uses a different kind of extract, and they'll never be able to match us.
Yeah. No.
You know?
And I've tried them. What caught my eye is the packaging of the branding. With the sugar skull, like you mentioned, everything that it has to offer. And I know that our first time that we came here to Yerba, uh, it caught my partner Julia's eye in the packaging. She was like, "Dang, look at that! Like that looks dope." And here at Yerba, you see sugar skulls everywhere, so it matches perfectly with the shop itself. But the
Yeah,
the oth-
we claim La Casa de Dulce, Yerba. Yerba is La Casa de Dulce. Like,
la casa de dulce.
since day one, we've claimed that, and they've been awesome. They've been supportive. They invite us to big events. They let me come in and do as many PADs as I want. All the promos.
And your
So yeah.
PADs are like they're elaborate. Like I've seen, like you come with the agua frescas, and you're
Yeah.
offering so much to the customer just to be able to like bring awareness to what you have. Because not only is this edible like speaking to the culture, it's also different because it's microdosing as well, right? Like
Correct.
each package is how many milligrams?
So we're the leading microdose gummy in the market. 2 milligrams each gummy. You get 50 gummies in a bag, 100 milligrams total. But don't get it confused with 50 gummies being a lot of sugar, because it's the same net weight as most of the people in the industry. So don't be scared of the sugar. It's only one gram of sugar per cube. And yeah, we love being the microdose. We don't have any issues with that. We believe our extractions are a little bit superior than most, and even though they are micro, well, I always say they're little but they're mighty. So be easy on it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Go ahead, B.
Yeah, which one's your favorite?
Um, I mean, the chili watermelon's special to me. That's the first gummy I've ever made that I ever mastered. It was the idea behind the whole line was my favorite candy of all time is the paleta de sandia. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
if if I can
Okay.
find a way to nail you, you don't have an
yeah.
idea how many batches of chili watermelon I had to go through. Oh my god, hundreds of thousands of gummies before I could nail the flavor, that not sticking, the gummies not melting because of the citric. Like so much science went behind it that
I could only imagine,
I'm
man.
I'm, I'm very proud of that flavor. It's obviously our top seller, our most popular. Um, but all the other ones sell really well, and they're all on the come up. Every area has their own little special
Hmm.
flavor. So I'm
Yeah.
very glad with the line that we brought out.
Nice. I've personally tried the watermelon chili and the horchata, and I like the horchata. Um, and I've also tried your recommendation of the coffee,
Mm-hmm.
adding the horchata cubes into some coffee.
Yep.
That was a game
That
changer.
that's
Like
2022 move. That's the
that
move of the year. It's been
that was, if you guys,
yeah.
if anything, if you guys take anything out of this, put some horchata dulce into your coffee in the beginning of the day, and you'll be set.
It's a great I call it like I'm a big smoker, but sometimes I just don't get a chance to. So I'll grab my horchata, my coffee, boom boom, and now I'm balanced and ready to go.
Yeah. Ta- so with the microdose, like, do you ever get any like pushback from folks about like, oh, I need way more like THC, or I need more of this, or I need more of that? Do you get any pushback from either customers or maybe even buyers when you present your products to like maybe new shops?
Yeah, definitely. The whole microdose thing, I think it's still very new. I think we've been ahead of the game for a while, but we just believe in the dosing aspect of cannabis. Like, not a lot of people want 10 milligrams. That's just facts.
Yeah.
I've seen what 10
Here,
milligrams can do to some people, and some people don't want to be there. So from the jump, I just wanted to make a product that women can control, right? Because I always felt like women like to be in control in a lot of
it's
situations.
very true.
So I was like, yo, if I can get them to like understand that they can control those effects, and then that they can, dose themselves correctly for the activities that they got throughout the day. Oh, that was it. And
Mhm.
yeah, we get pushback, but again, we're the only ones. So why don't you give us a chance? Why don't you give us a chance?
You know
You know what I'm
what?
saying? Like
I
that's
think
it.
you guys, you are, huh?
What?
'Cause I can't think of any other. I can't think of any other microdose brands out there.
No, there's some mints, there's some chocolates, there's some other
That's
stuff,
two
but
milligrams
not
per.
two.
Right, that's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
2.5 is the most I've seen, but at 100 milligrams, that we are the lowest. And,
Yeah,
and like I said, I mean, we can come out with a 10 milligrammer if that's what people want, and we got talks and stuff. But I feel like we've built a lane, and I want to stay in
and you're,
it.
yeah, as you
Like
should, as you
I've
should.
been doing the microdose thing since what? Since we started like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, I gotta say that it is much appreciated. I know that there's a lot of people. I am one of those people that I cannot have something that is gonna put me out of like out of my element. And so microdosing is definitely something that we've talked about numerous times here. That we're definitely about it.
no, and I guess the biggest thing is that there's all kinds of smokers,
Yeah.
and I'm a heavy dose guy myself. But if the way I tell people, because I do the PADs myself, like I'm a CEO.
What's a
I'm
PAD?
a patient appreciation day.
Okay.
So those are my favorite times, right? Because I get personally, as the executive chef, as the CEO, I get to go in, set up my booth like the one we have right now, bring my aguas frescas, have non-medicated gummies for my consumer to learn what they're getting into. We do snow cones, we do live mini pancake stations. We're about hospitality, right? Like
Right.
that's where we come from. So the easiest way to get through people's heart is through their stomach. And you see me, I'm loved by a lot of people. And I just I really like what we do. And I think because of the extraction that we provide, we have to be even more educated, because no other gummy in the market, not one single brand is using the coconut oil extraction in a gummy. They might be using it for other things, but not the way we do it.
Yeah. Now let me ask you, is there a specific reason why you chose gummies versus maybe cookies or maybe Rice Krispies or other edible you know, what's the
Yeah,
word,
it
menu
it's
items?
funny because you nailed both of the things that we're masters at. We have a cookie that's won awards in Mexico, in Monterrey. We won like the best edible at one of the competitions that we went out there one year. It's a vegan sugar cookie at 10 milligrams. I had a Rice Krispie treat at dosed at 10 milligram at 5 milligrams, making it our standard. So before we went rec, I had the whole dosing pyramid. We got the micro, we have a standard, and we have a macro, 2, 5, 10.
Yeah.
And that's how I was gonna come into the market. But then I realized, well, you don't have 2 million, so you got to cut back on the SKUs, right? So then I realized, okay, the most innovative thing that I have is the chili watermelon gummy.
Yeah.
So I just kept perfecting that, and then it came the pina colada, and then came the horchata as a. But you can't do horchata. You won't be able to. It won't taste the same. And then we did it, and it's our second top seller. And then the margarita was just like, what's that last thing that I can put on my menu that's really going to be a little bit more universal but unique. And that's the margarita. It's lemon, lime, tequila essence, and the coating is sweet, sour, and salty. So when that salt hits your mouth,
Yeah.
it's like it changes the whole perspective of the flavor profile,
Yeah.
and that just gives you a different experience. And that lately has been the one flavor that people just keep like talking about. So
Nice.
yeah.
Now, as a chef, and I know you have the gummy lines. Have you thought of going into like savory meals and creating menus for maybe for patients that can't take a gram of sugar that these products have? Is that something that's coming down the pipeline or that you've already done?
We've been working on a new brand called Oya, which means pot, like a cooking pot,
Yeah.
but also means pot,
Right.
right? Yeah. No, but Oya is my new brand that we're putting out on September 16th. We're gonna do a light showcase with some live demos.
Y'all, you guys are getting some.
Yes, not a lot
This
of people
is
know about this, but
whoo.
we're gonna take what we do best, which is our coconut oil, full spectrum solventless coconut oil extraction, and we're gonna package it in a 1,000 milligram container for an all-purpose product where the consumer gets to decide how they want to dose and how they want to apply it, what the application is. If it's cooking through some of my recipes and the things that I'll be helping you guys out with, it could be some wellness stuff like a chapstick, some vitamin pills. It could be an athletic thing like a pre-workout, like an after massage thing. Like, it's so universal that I wanted to share that with my consumers so we could, do stuff together. And for the heavy people that are like, your microdose doesn't hit. All
Yeah.
right, bro, here's 1,000 milligrams. Figure it out.
Yeah. Let me know how that goes.
So we got that. We'll be dropping that, and then we're also dropping a 100 milligram dropper oil. That's a garlic chili oil. So
Huh.
100 milligram garlic chili oil that you can put on everything, right? Anything. So we're gonna expect a lot of people to, send us some cool videos, how they're applying it, how they're using
Yeah.
it.
And we're gonna have to make another episode
Yeah, of
of
course, of
us
course.
trying these things and
Yeah,
having
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
do like a hot ones version
Yeah,
of this
that
episode
sounds
as
good.
we're eating. And oh man, that'd be fun.
So yeah, so that's been the next thing because we do so much education behind Dulce that I feel like if we could show people where everything starts, then they'll give us a chance more. Maybe they'll try different things to get a little creative, and it's specifically for that, right? For the people that don't want the sugar, the calories, it's just
Right.
coconut oil and premium indoor flower. So lab tested and abuelita approved. That's it.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
Now I know that you've won. You mentioned earlier about awards in as you were younger, but I also saw that you're you won the High Times Cannabis Chef Award too, right? Share with us that experience. Was it like those earlier competitions, like the Top Chef, or was it that type of competition that High Times had?
Yeah, it was literally the last High Times they had, and it was a collaboration between High Times and Magical Butter. So they put an event, and they put out of like 200 and something, 250 or something chefs that applied. Only like 16 of us made it, got
Dang,
through, and it was a 2 day competition. You win, you keep going, kind of thing. You have to
right.
win 3 rounds, and I got very lucky
Ah,
to be there. I it was literally one of those moments where like things weren't really going well in San Diego, and my brother's like, bro, like either Dulce's got to do something or we got to move back to Texas. And I was like, bro, just give me one more chance. Like, hold on. There's this
yeah,
event. I applied for it. I might get it, and we got it. And I went up there and I won the first day. I barely made it the second day because I was low on funds, but we made it. We won, and that right there was like, okay, Dulce's on, right? Because
that
I
catapulted you.
just because I decided to focus on Dulce and not Chef Mike Moya. Like I wanted something bigger than just me. I figured the cooking can always come, but to represent a brand, to start a movement, like push that. And that's what we did after winning that. I just hung on to that 2018 win, and I still do. I mean, shit, until someone claims it, wants
You're
to
still the
wants
champion.
to battle,
You're still the champ.
come on. I got my weapon. I got my secret weapon. Bring yours. No, I'm just kidding. But um, yeah, it's
Out of all that, what's been one of the hardest moments
mm, the hardest moments out of
out
that
of the whole
event.
process? No,
Oh,
about your whole journey with Dulce.
just
Mm,
being patient, and
Yeah.
believing in myself. I mean that's it. There's nothing else. I do this for my fam. I do this for something bigger than I ever expected, and here we are. About to be our 2 year anniversary. Like
Yeah.
what? Like this is nuts. This is amazing. I love it. I love working with individuals from all over the city that help me in all different kinds of ways, give people opportunities to grow with me, to to connect with others and grow with them. Like I don't mind any of that. I don't have any hate. I love every single any brand that I do business with. We do it out of heart. We don't do no business. It's never just business. Does that make sense? It's
right.
always
No.
something deeper. So I love the industry that I'm in, the people that I'm surrounded by, and we just getting started. So
Yeah, I mean, and you mentioned you're about to hit 2 year mark, and like I've talked touched on earlier, like you've reached so many different goals for yourself. I remember you mentioned earlier to me back then, like you're working on these different collabs, and little by little, they're starting to come to play. Do you mind sharing with us the most recent collab with Apish and what you got going on there with those guys?
yeah. We just did my first white labeling contract in the rec market. So gracias, gracias, muchas gracias.
Yeah.
Uh, it's again another great opportunity to work with people that have seen me through all my struggles, and have still just stayed by my side and supported me in any way I need it. So same way. You know, you help me, and I try to do as much as I can. So once I met Jimmy, and his flower was so good, I just wanted to make sure like he had the whole package. You know, like I'm the edible guy, so we do work
Let's
together.
do
You
it.
know, so
Yeah.
we did a round. Things went all right. We did this last round, which was a lot of hard work. One of the biggest contracts I've had was like 16,000 pieces. So another obstacle per se. You know, it's a
Yeah.
whole different business. So I
And are those products different dosage?
yeah. So anytime I do business with anybody, I offer everything brand new recipe, brand new creation, mentality behind the product. Everything means something. So with Jimmy, it was about like the flavor profile, and he wanted to get the heavy hitters. He wanted to make sure we can, get the big guys, the guys that want the big dose, like bing bang boom. So
Yeah.
we made him a special recipe. I'm very proud of it. I love the flavors combinations that we did. The citric acid notes on all three of them are ridiculous, and they do really well. 10 milligrams, 100 milligram bag. And we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff with Apish. I mean, we're true partners. Same with Switch. Same with all the people you guys see me post on my Instagram. I rock with everyone heavy, and we're trying to do a lot of big things together.
Nice. That's
Mhm.
dope, man. Congrats on that, because I know that's a big feat to be able to connect all those dots and finally put it together. And I saw a lot of your posts, and I saw all of the work that was culminating up until that push,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
the product looks dope, man. So congrats to you, man, for
Thank
sure.
you, guys.
What
I love it.
where could our followers find Dulce? Where are you guys located? Well, for one, here at
Of
Yerba,
course, Yoruba
we
always
got
has
them
the
here at
stock.
Yerba, and they're always here. They're always stocked
That's right.
here at Yerba. Um, which, as we do with every brand, we're gonna have a special, right? With
Mhm.
with the with this episode, you come into Yerba and you say, uh, Dulce said Dulce 20, you'll get 20% off your Dulce brands. Look at Giddos looking at me
He's
like,
like,
You're
wait,
waiting like,
I
did
know,
you
but
just
wait,
say 20?
what?
well,
What?
well, look.
What?
First of all, and we gotta let everybody know. We started the 31 Days of Dulce
Oh, there you go.
on August 15th, all the way through September 16th, and it was like it's our first attempt at a big marketing promo, or just trying to give back to people and get the word spread out. But yeah, so at most of the locations that carry Dulce, it's a buy two get one every single day from now till September 16th.
Oh,
And
dang,
yeah,
that's a great deal.
it's doing really well. I appreciate everyone for supporting that. So go ask for the promo, and do some cool shit with your extra bag. We just revamped our webpage, so there's a map on the webpage that shows all of the stores that we're being carried by.
Yeah, what's that website?
My website's www.dulceinc.com
Okay,
with a Z. Don't forget it.
don't forget the Z. If we can get that's filthy to like do the when I
On
do the
top,
Z right here like that, they just
Zorro style.
does-
Yeah. So we'll be there. 31 days of
nice.
Dulce.
And you also have an event coming up too, right?
Well, to celebrate those 31 days of Dulce and everyone showing support, we are throwing an event. Our first event uh, at Tacos Tumbados in Anaheim. We've partnered up with them and a lot of cool Latino-owned brands. That was the first thing, is like I gotta get my Latino brands to show love, even though it's Dulce's 2-year anniversary. It's September 16th, a Friday, 6 to 11. I have curated a cool little event where it's free as long as you RSVP. We just want you to come out, have a good time. Tacos Tumbados will have a special menu. Oh yeah, it's gonna have some medicated salsas. I'm gonna
Oh
do
wow.
some live demos.
Sheesh.
Apish and Dulce are doing a candy bar, so free candy, all kinds of candy. We got Moteria stepping in and doing a big like 2 hour Moteria game where every couple minutes there's a prize, and that prize comes from big brands like La Familia and Umo and Switch and
Shout out to all
Endos and
them, man.
Marijuana and Zapata Cannabis Co. And just a cool, super cool time to come out, hang out. Nothing. We're not asking for nothing more than just having a good time.
Nice. Give us that date again. Give us the place again.
Friday, September 16th, 6 to 11, Tacos Tumbados. RSVP on our link in bio, right? Link in bio?
If
That-
it's in your
It's,
LinkedIn,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I did it earlier today, so go check it out. Let me know if I messed up because I'm new to this shit.
Yo, that sounds dope, man. And I'm gonna definitely sign up tonight.
So real quick, Tacos Tumbados is a place that I got introduced to when I first got into the industry here in the area. And they just have great food, but they encourage people to come smoke. So for
Oh,
me, I was like, wait, I can walk in with a blunt, put my order while I'm smoking my blunt, wait for my order while I'm still smoking my blunt, eat while it was great. It was awesome. So I made it a mission to partner up with her and just get that word out. Like this is the place where no one's gonna judge you for smoking. If that, everyone's gonna like start conversations because you're smoking something they haven't seen or something. So
right.
it's gonna be awesome. I'm really happy for this event.
Man, I bet, man. That sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. B, what you got?
Yeah, no, actually, I just wanted to know, is there anybody out there that you want to shout out?
I think I gotta give a special shout out to two guys that have like bent over backwards for Dulce the last couple, like the last 6, 7, 8 months, and that would be my boy Hamza and Brandon. You guys see him a lot on our page. Those guys pretty much are the backbone of my company. Between us three, we're making shit happen, and we're not perfect. We don't know everything in and out, but we're learning real quick.
Yeah.
And we're very proud of where we are, and we're gonna keep working hard every day. So if you guys see them, show some respect. They work with me. They're like they're my sales guy. They're my marketing guy. They're
They're
just like me.
everything.
They're everything. And I
Yeah.
really appreciate that. So
Nice.
shout out to them, and obviously all my stores. All the shops that give me the opportunity to live my dream every day.
And Yerba?
Oh, Hierbas,
Casa,
la casa de
like-
dulce. Aquí siempre va a haber dulce y las mejores ofertas yeah, I'm very happy to be at Hierba. It's been one of those shops that really embraces who we are and lets us attack the market the way we want to. And
yeah, that's
yeah,
important.
we have a lot of things coming up with them. So
That's definitely important as a brand. And we've discussed this on the last episode about the importance of building relationships with the brand part, with the shops that you're in. And so it's good to see that you have that relationship here.
yeah, and speaking about Yerba, like we have an event on September 10 and 11 up in Port Wainimi, a big cannabis event where you can consume there, and we're gonna bring on a whole show, best deals, all the brands that we're really close with will be there, and just showing the area that what East LA has to offer. They
In a
love
whole new city, right? You
yeah,
said Port Wainini.
Port
Oh, that's
Wainimi, yeah,
that's
it's a little-
Flower Fest, no?
yeah,
Flower
Correct,
Fest.
correct.
Okay.
So do your research. Flower Fest, pull up. It's gonna be crazy. A lot of promos, and I'm gonna bring something special. I don't know yet. Either some type of raspa or some dope aguas frescas.
And shout out to Flower Fest, their team, Dan, Patsy, and all them. Um, I know they've been working really hard to put that event together for September. They just had their ad on Weed Maps as well. So shout out to you guys for all the work that you guys are doing to promote that event. And that's dope to see that you're also going to be a part of that event.
Yeah.
The other event that we need to shout out is Munchie's Block Party.
Every first Sunday.
Sunday.
Every first Sunday of the month.
Yeah.
Munchies a block party.
And soon enough, you're going to be able to find Dulce there, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. I keep giving them the little eyes every time they post something. I'm like, hey, me too. I want to play too. No, I mean, hey, I love being at the events. It's the only real marketing I put money behind.
Yeah.
which is my time and my aguas frescas and
And
all
I
that.
see you're very present. You were also just at the what is it? The beach cleanup too, right?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
You were just at the beach
Big yeah,
cleanup.
big shout out to IBC Cleanup, Johnny over there, like doing it for the community all over the bay, everywhere. I love seeing that and getting a chance to do that on Sunday. Really reminded me like why I live in California and like that part,
Yeah.
the helping, the giving back, the getting together, the camaraderie, the smoking, like
Yeah.
seeing that was awesome. Like I had a great time.
Yeah,
So big
man.
shout
And
out.
like I see you everywhere, bro. Like you're
I
anywhere, anytime
I
there's
don't
an
have a
event,
life.
you're there.
My life is cannabis. Like I don't have a lot of friends. You know, I watch football.
I'm here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. But the thing is that like I love the business side of things because we're so hands on. I love
Yeah.
seeing people recognize us and tell us their stories, and it's what we're about.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. That's dope. That's dope. Share with us again. Where can we find you? Your social media, your handles, your websites. Give it all to us.
So you can find me at Chef Mike Moya on Instagram. The Instagram for Dulce is DULZE_INC. And our website is www.dulceinc.com. And those are pretty much, we're trying to be as active as we can on the Instagram. So don't be shy of posting stuff and, just saying what's up.
Nice, nice. I got to do my shout outs. My daughters, every episode. Hi, Dali. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Faith. I love you, girls. And we still got our last bit, which is the be intentional moment.
That's right.
So what we got? What you got for us? Be with our be intentional moment.
I actually got it really short today. It's just life doesn't stop for anybody. So live it, enjoy it, do
Mm,
what you love.
Like that.
yeah, I like that. Be
That's
short, sweet, to the point. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Got any shout outs, B?
Yeah, my wife.
There you go.
My wife definitely. She stays home and always very supportive. It's not the easiest thing, just being like, "Oh, bye." So
yep.
much love.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Chef, for coming in, joining us. Thanks, Yerba, again for allowing us to come through
Hmm.
and have another episode here with our good friend Chef Mike Moya and Dulce and present to you guys this wonderful brand that y'all need to come and check out. Again, shout out to That's Filthy Productions
That's
for
right.
making this
Ooh.
happen. Uh, ooh, that reminded me of like Lil Terrio. Ooh, ooh. If you guys probably don't know about that. But with that being said, guys, make sure to tune in and follow us on YouTube again, CED Connects, Instagram at CED_connects. And with that being said, we'll see you guys next time. All
Much
right,
love.
we're out.
Later.